Hello besties, welcome back. We're going to be talking about some grocery money saving hacks. Maybe some that you've never heard of, maybe some you have heard of, but let's go. Let's do some money saving hacks. Grocery hack number 1. Take cash with you to the grocery store. If your budget for the week is just $80, take $80 with cash with you into the grocery store. You don't want to go to the register and be embarrassed if you're over $80, so you are going to be sure to use that calculator. Make sure you do not go over your budget. So bring cash with you to the grocery store. Money saving hack number 2. Have separate budgets for your groceries, such as your meals and snacks. Keep them totally separate. The reason I say to keep these separate is because your groceries, your meals are a necessity. This is a necessity. Snacks are not a necessity. And your budget can fluctuate each week. So for instance, I'm going to put $80 in my grocery budget because that's what I have allotted this week to spend money on for meals in the house. Snacks are not a necessity, but they are nice to have. So this week, I can put $40 into the snack budget. But let's pretend it's the next week. The next week, money's a little bit tighter, got more bills, or maybe you missed a couple hours of work. I only have $20 for snacks this week, but I still have $80 for my groceries, my meals. Keeping these two separate will honestly change the way that you look at grocery shopping. Because if you're just grocery shopping with your grocery budget and it has your snacks included, you could tend to overspend in the snack area and not get as many meals as you would have liked to have purchased. Separating my snacks and my meals, best money saving tip I could give you guys. Money saving hack number 3, get you a budget binder. It looks like this. If you like to shop on Amazon, I will link it down below so you can get yours off Amazon. Now it comes with all of these little envelopes and you can label them what you tend to spend your money on. On a piece of paper, all your envelopes, write it down and put how much money you want to put in each envelope. Go to the bank, get your cash out of there so you can come back home and you can stuff your envelopes. This fits in most purses. I usually carry it with me everywhere. And it has a little spot for your cards, gift cards, loyalty store cards. It has space for all that, plus a little extra. Comes with an expense tracker. And you know how much money you can spend in each category, such as groceries, snacks, for your pets, car maintenance, shopping, like miscellaneous shopping or clothing, shoes. What you label your envelopes is entirely up to you and your life. You might have some little categories that I don't have or vice versa. It's up to you. Tip number 4. If you have a problem with impulse spending at the grocery store, you know how they like to put little pretty things on sale near the checkouts. If you have a problem with that, just do grocery pickup. You will add everything to your cart, just the things that you need, and you can go pick it up at the grocery store and you're not going to have to worry about that impulse spending because you're not going to see it. And a lot of people like to say they like to pick out their own produce, and I understand that because I've got some wonky produce when I've done pickup orders and things like that. I understand that completely. But Walmart, if you call Walmart grocery pickup and tell them that you got some funky looking oranges, they will tell you to come back out there and they will bring you another bag of oranges. Ask me how I know. Number 5, let's go. Number 5, I call this backwards meal planning. Some people call this reverse meal planning. So what I do, I take my allotted grocery budget and I go to the grocery store and I just go shopping for the stuff that I find that's on sale, that's a good price. And I don't go with a meal plan. I do not meal plan before I go to the grocery store. Don't do it. It does not work for me. I tend to spend more when I do that. So what I do, I go to the store and I buy what I see that is a good deal, what I can find like clearanced out, like meats and produce, maybe bread sometimes. And I buy in my allotted budget the things that are a good deal. And I come home and I lay it all out and I see what I have and what I compare it with in my fridge and in my pantry that I already have. And I create meals with it based off of what I found a good deal on. It works for me. Maybe you could try it if meal planning doesn't work for you. Let's go number 6, bulk shopping. Let's talk about it. So I go to Costco and Sam's Club once every couple months. I do not go every month. I do not go every week by any means. I go maybe once every 3 months. Sometimes it's even longer. It's just according to how fast I can save up. Let me explain. Now, Costco and Sam's Club brings out a little sales paper like once a month, and they try to get people in there to buy those sales. Don't let the sales papers get you. You might really want to go to Sam's and get the deal that they have on rice for the week or something. Don't let those sales lure you in because you tend to spend a lot of money when you go into the bulk stores. Instead, get you an envelope. Could be a regular envelope. I use one of these. Get you an envelope. And every so often, put you some money in here. Just whatever you can afford, put it in here. Some weeks I put 20 in here. Some weeks I put 30. Some weeks I put 10. Some weeks I put 50. It's just according to what I can afford that week. So when it's been about 2 months, I take a peep and see what I got. If I don't think it's enough to really go to the Sam's Club or Costco, if it's not worth the drive, I'm just going to keep saving until I get a good amount. And what I consider a good amount is around, I don't like to go with less than $250 because I want to make the trip worth its while. Because we have to drive like 45 minutes to the nearest Sam's Club. And I want to make sure when I go, I get something that's worth my time, if that makes sense. So bulk shopping, their produce is great at Sam's Club and Costco. The produce is probably the best that they have in my area. And I like to get some of their meats and just like things like that. So how I go to Sam's Club and Costco, I save. I save in an envelope. I know a lot of people ask me in my last Sam's Club trip how I do it and how I save for it. Just put whatever I can afford into an envelope and I just peep at it every now and again to see if there's enough money in there. And it seems to work pretty good. Number 7, you're in my refrigerator. I have told you guys this probably 50 times. But there's no way I can make a video like this and leave it out because somebody might be watching this video and they haven't seen me talk about this before. So I have to talk about it. Ground turkey, friends. Ground turkey. That ground turkey is $2.28 a pound. If you get a pound of ground beef, it's going to be around $6 minimum. Ground turkey is the way to go. And let me show you a little trick. If you don't like ground turkey and you want that beef flavor. This beef bouillon powder. Put you a little sprinkle in your ground turkey and it's going to taste like beef. And you're still saving money. Because if you get this gigantic thing of beef bouillon powder, this is going to last you probably 3 to 4 months. Probably longer. This was probably going to last me minimum 6 months. I don't go through a lot of beef broth. I go through a lot of the chicken broth, but not the beef broth. This is going to last me 6 months. Minimum. Let's actually see in December if I still have this. Make a note. Make a middle note. All right, but just throw you in some beef bouillon powder. And I promise, if you make tacos, you're not going to tell a difference. If you can, it's just because you're very in tune to your taste buds. Because we can't tell a difference when we use ground turkey for tacos, for spaghetti, for anything where you have to like scramble it up. Can't tell a single difference. And you can save a lot of money. You can save around $4 a pound. If you have 4 meals in a week that take a pound of hamburger, if you switch to ground turkey, you're going to be saving $20. Sounds good to me. Number 8, one dinner a week. Try to do a breakfast for dinner night. Breakfast is so cheap. You can get a big old bag of pancake mix and it lasts a year. Ask me how I know. Hold on, I'll show you. I bought this gigantic thing of pancake buttermilk mix at Sam's Club, like, I'm not even kidding, like a year and a half ago, and I'm about out. About out right here. I bought me another one at Sam's Club a couple weeks ago because I knew I was about out of this. This has lasted me about 1.5 years. And I do breakfast for dinner like once a week. We don't do pancakes every breakfast for dinner, but pancakes are really, really cheap. Really cheap. And you can make pancakes with some eggs. Eggs are going down in price. You could do maybe some ham on the side, some sausage, cut up a little bit of fruit, and you can have dinner. Breakfast for dinner. Even if you don't do pancakes, you could do biscuits and gravy. Just there's so many things that you can do, and it's really cheap to do that, and that'll help cut down some costs. Number 9, did you know that the most expensive items are eye level in the grocery store? So you need to look up and you need to look down. The very bottom shelf is normally where the cheapest stuff is. If you're looking for something such as oatmeal, the expensive stuff is going to be eye level. But if you go all the way to the bottom, you're going to find a brand that you have never heard of before, but it's just as good and it's going to be incredibly cheap. This one time I was looking for oatmeal and I did that little trick. I looked all the way at the bottom and they have bags of oatmeal, 50 cents. This was around COVID time. They don't have 50-cent oatmeal anymore. It's a little bit more expensive than that now, but it's still cheaper than the ones at the eye level. So when you're grocery shopping, make sure to look up and to look down so you can try to find a dupe that is super cheap. Y'all are in my freezer. What's up with me today? All right, number 10. Frozen veggies over fresh veggies. What, Brooke? That is crazy. You always need fresh vegetables. Okay, well, hear me out. If you are buying a vegetable that is not in season and you go for frozen instead, it's going to be cheaper in the frozen section because they froze that when it was in season, and frozen vegetables typically like to stay around the same price all year long. So stick to the frozen if it's out of season. Which brings me to my next tip, number 11. If you are going to buy fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, make sure it's in season because it's cheaper in season. But if it's out of season, go back to tip number 10. Okay, let's do a grocery hack speed round. Let's go. Number 12, shop multiple grocery stores so you can get the most bang for your buck, but make sure that they are close to where you normally shop because you don't want to be driving far away and using a lot of gas and you're not really saving money in the meantime. All right, number 13, find out when your local grocery store has markdowns. You can go ask the butcher. If your grocery store has an in-store butcher, go in and ask the butcher, when do you usually mark down all your meat? And they're going to tell you. They don't care. They'll tell you. If you get there early in the day, you can get a lot of good deals on some clearance meat. Throw it in your freezer when you get home. You have saved a ton of money. Number 14, Meatless Monday. One day a week, just eat dinner that's meatless because protein is what's super expensive. So try to find a way to not have meat, like do beans or do pasta with cottage cheese or ricotta cheese. There's so many meatless meals that are top tier delicious, and it can save you lots of money because you don't have to make that big meat purchase for that dinner. Number 15, meat fillers. Like for instance, if you're making tacos, and I've already cut down $4 because I switched to ground turkey instead of hamburger meat. But to bulk that up so I don't have to use 2 pounds of ground turkey to feed my family, I'm gonna go grab me a can of beans. Drain them, rinse them, toss them in there and mix it up real good. It's just extended my taco meat. I don't have to use that other pound. Add cooked rice into your taco meat. That rice absorbs the flavor of the taco seasoning, and rice works really, really well with tacos. So just try to find meat fillers, meat extenders to stretch your meat. Number 16, keep a stock pantry. And I mean basics like flour, oil, sugar, oats, pastas, rices. Keep a stock pantry because you can do so much with all of those basic kitchen essentials. Like you can take pasta and you can make 1,000 different things with it that taste completely different. So keeping a well-stocked basic pantry is a must. Number 17, do the $5 food storage challenge every single week. $5 and you go to the store and you buy something for your pantry that is on sale. Also, if you don't want to do pantry items, you can do freezer items. Just make sure it's something that you can keep for a good hot minute so you can buy it on sale, save money in the process, and you'll have something there for just in case. And there you have it, 17 money-saving hacks that you need to use at the grocery store the next time you have to go grocery shopping. And what are some money-saving hacks that you guys use at the grocery store? Leave them in the comments below. I want to know. Plus, we all want to know. Every single one of us want to know. We want to read through the comments and see some new money saving hacks that you guys do that I didn't mention here. So I love you guys. I hope this video helped you guys out. I love you very much, and I will see you next video. Remember to be positive, kind, happy, and I'll see you later, taters. Bye.